Your soulmate wants a forever with you, but this condition matters. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now, especially if you've been feeling that quiet emotional pressure lately, that sense that something big is building in your love life even though nothing obvious has happened yet. That feeling is not random, it's spiritual alignment activating. It's the universe leaning close to your ear saying, pay attention, your story is shifting, listen to this. Your heart needs this right now, your soulmate isn't playing games with you, they aren't viewing you as temporary, they aren't seeing you as a passing season, they feel the forever energy with you, the kind of connection that doesn't fade after excitement cools down, the kind that wants stability, partnership, shared life, shared growth, shared purpose. Don't scroll, stay with me, because here's what heaven revealed. There is one condition standing between where you are now and the forever your soulmate wants with you, and that condition is not about money, not about looks, not about perfection, it's about emotional openness, it's about whether your heart is truly available or still guarding itself behind old pain. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, you've been carrying wounds from past connections, disappointments that taught you to protect yourself, moments where you gave love and didn't receive it back the way you deserved. And those experiences built emotional armor around your heart, but the universe is gently asking you to loosen that armor now, because you can't receive covenant-level love while holding on to survival mode defenses. Don't scroll, because this part is important. Your soulmate has been doing their own healing too, releasing past relationships, learning emotional maturity, building stability, preparing themselves not just to love you, but to sustain you emotionally. And that's why timing feels intense lately. Because both of you are reaching readiness at the same time. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may have noticed the signs already, repeating numbers like 111 showing up when you think about new beginnings, 222 appearing when you question connection, 444 popping up when you need reassurance. These are not coincidences. These are angel numbers confirming that divine timing is active around your love path. Don't scroll. Because heaven is rearranging things behind the scenes, shifting schedules, changing routines, creating emotional readiness, moving both of you closer to alignment, even when it looks quiet on the surface. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now, your soulmate wants forever, but they also want peace, emotional safety, honesty, mutual effort. They want a relationship that doesn't repeat old cycles of insecurity, silence, or emotional distance. And the universe is checking whether your heart is ready to receive that level of connection without fear controlling your choices. Don't scroll, because here's the deeper truth, the loneliness you experienced wasn't punishment. It was preparation. The isolation taught you self-worth, the waiting taught you patience, the disappointment taught you discernment, and all of that training was shaping you for a relationship that doesn't drain you but builds you. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may feel emotional shifts happening lately, sudden clarity about what you want, less tolerance for surface-level connections, stronger boundaries, deeper desire for authenticity. Those changes are not random, they're signs that your spirit is upgrading to soulmate-level alignment. Don't scroll, because your soulmate can feel this shift too. They sense when your energy softens, when your heart becomes more receptive, when you stop expecting betrayal and start expecting alignment, and that shift activates courage in them to move closer. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The condition heaven revealed is simple but powerful. You must choose healing over holding on, trust over fear, openness over emotional walls, not blindly, not recklessly, but intentionally, with awareness, with self-respect, with boundaries that protect your peace without blocking love. Don't scroll, because when you meet this condition, things accelerate, communication becomes clearer, opportunities appear, timing aligns, connection deepens. And what once felt distant begins moving into reality. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. You may soon experience emotional confirmation, dreams about connection, sudden thoughts about your soulmate, moments where your intuition speaks louder than your logic. Those are signs that your higher self already knows what's coming. Don't scroll, stay here, because this message found you for a reason. You were meant to hear this now, not later, not yesterday, now. Because your love timeline is shifting, your soulmate is ready for forever, and the universe is asking one question before opening the next door. Are you emotionally ready to receive the love you've been asking for? Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fully healed. You only need to be willing to grow, willing to release old pain, willing to show up authentically, because forever doesn't start with perfection, it starts with presence. Don't scroll, because here's the cliffhanger. Once this condition is met, something unexpected happens, a conversation, a message, a meeting, a shift in energy that changes everything. And part 2 reveals exactly what that moment looks like and how to recognize when your soulmate is about to step forward emotionally. And when it happens, your soul will recognize it before your mind even catches up. Stay right here. Don't let your attention wander, because what you're about to hear connects directly to the condition that unlocks the next chapter of your love story. And if you're still present, it means your awareness is opening to what's unfolding beneath the surface, and this message is for you, especially if you've been feeling emotionally sensitive lately, noticing shifts in your thoughts, reactions, and priorities. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. Once you begin loosening old emotional armor, the universe responds almost immediately, not always with dramatic events, but with subtle alignment, small moments that build momentum, opportunities appearing at the right time, conversations happening when you least expect them, and these moments are signals that the condition is being met. You may notice your perspective changing, becoming less focused on protecting yourself and more focused on building something meaningful, and that shift creates energetic openness, which attracts connection. Stay present, because your soulmate feels this change too, sensing your emotional availability even without direct communication, feeling safer to approach, more confident to express interest, more willing to invest effort, and that awareness draws them closer. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. This stage often brings internal clarity, understanding what you truly want in a partner, recognizing what no longer aligns, releasing attachment to outdated expectations, and that clarity helps you recognize alignment when it appears instead of settling for less. Don't scroll, because the universe also begins testing your readiness through small emotional situations, moments that challenge your patience, communication style, or emotional maturity, and these tests aren't meant to block you. They're meant to strengthen you, helping you practice responding with awareness instead of reaction. Stay here, because you may notice your intuition becoming sharper during this phase, guiding you toward healthier choices, nudging you away from distractions, encouraging you to prioritize emotional peace, and that guidance becomes stronger as alignment approaches. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. Another sign that the condition is being activated is emotional release, letting go of resentment, forgiving past experiences, closing old chapters that once held you back. And that release creates space for something new to enter. You might even feel lighter emotionally, as if a weight you didn't realize you were carrying has finally been lifted. Stay present, because your soulmate is also experiencing parallel changes, healing old wounds, reevaluating priorities, choosing growth over comfort, and becoming emotionally available in new ways. And that synchronized healing is what allows two paths to align at the same time. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. This stage may also bring moments of doubt, questioning timing, wondering if anything is actually happening, but those moments are part of the process, teaching you to trust unseen movement, to believe in alignment even when proof isn't visible yet. Breathe through it, because invisible progress often comes before visible change. Don't scroll, because the universe is also aligning external circumstances, creating opportunities for interaction, opening new environments, shifting routines, and making space for connection to happen naturally. You may feel drawn to certain places, activities, or social settings without understanding why, and those impulses are part of divine choreography guiding you closer to your soulmate's path. Stay here, because another sign of readiness is your growing comfort with vulnerability, finding it easier to express feelings honestly, share thoughts openly, and allow others to see the real you, and that vulnerability strengthens emotional connection. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. You may also notice your standards rising naturally, not from ego, but from self-respect, choosing healthier communication, stronger emotional boundaries, and more meaningful interactions, and that shift filters your environment so alignment can enter without interference. Stay present, because the universe is also refining your sense of self-worth, helping you recognize that you deserve stability, respect, and mutual effort. And that recognition changes how you show up in relationships. You stop chasing, stop settling, stop accepting inconsistency, and that confidence attracts someone who values you fully. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. Another sign of this phase is increased awareness of timing, sensing when to pause, when to move forward, when to speak, and when to listen. And that timing awareness helps you stay aligned with divine flow instead of forcing outcomes. Stay here, because emotional balance becomes important during this stage. Staying grounded, calm, and present, not letting excitement overwhelm you or fear pull you backward, and that stability allows the connection to unfold naturally. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. You may also feel a growing sense of peace about your love journey, trusting that what's meant for you is moving toward you, even if the path isn't fully clear yet, and that peace removes resistance, allowing alignment to accelerate. Keep listening, because here's the deeper truth. The condition isn't about becoming someone else, it's about returning to your authentic self, the version of you that loves openly, trusts wisely, and shows up emotionally without hiding behind old wounds. And when you embody that authenticity, the universe responds by opening doors that once felt closed. Stay present, because the next stage brings noticeable movement from your soulmate, actions replacing preparation, effort replacing hesitation. And part 3 will reveal how to recognize when your soulmate is about to step forward emotionally and physically, and what signs indicate that the forever energy is about to become real. And when that moment arrives, your spirit will feel it instantly. Stay with this moment. Don't let your focus drift, because what you're about to hear helps you recognize the shift from preparation into real movement. And if you're still present, it means your awareness is tuning into the next stage of alignment. And this message is for you, especially if you've been noticing unusual patterns showing up around you lately, moments that feel intentional rather than random. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. When your soulmate is getting ready to step forward emotionally and physically, the universe begins sending clearer signals, not loud announcements, but repeating cues that show up again and again until you finally recognize them. One of the first indicators is emotional clarity, a calm focus replacing confusion, a stronger sense of what you want in partnership, and that clarity prepares your heart to recognize alignment instead of chasing illusion. Stay present. Because another sign is symbolic repetition, seeing the same numbers, hearing certain words repeated in conversations, encountering themes related to connection, commitment, or destiny across different areas of your life, and these repetitions act like spiritual breadcrumbs guiding you closer to the meeting point. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also experience heightened sensitivity, becoming more aware of energy shifts, sensing emotional changes in others, feeling when something is about to happen before it does, and that awareness is your intuition strengthening, helping you navigate this transition with wisdom. Stay here, because the universe often uses dreams during this phase, not always direct images of a person, but scenes involving movement, doorways, reunions, travel, or shared spaces, and when you wake up with strong emotions attached to those dreams, it's a sign your subconscious is preparing for change. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another indicator is unexpected opportunities appearing in your daily life, invitations you almost decline, new environments opening up, spontaneous plans that feel out of character but lead to meaningful experiences, and these moments position you closer to alignment even when you don't realize it at first. Stay present, because this stage also brings internal restlessness paired with excitement, a feeling that staying emotionally stagnant is no longer comfortable. Yet moving forward feels promising, and that tension is growth energy pushing you toward the next chapter. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may notice your standards shifting naturally, choosing healthier conversations, stronger emotional boundaries, and more meaningful interactions, not from ego, but from self-respect, and that shift filters your environment so the right connection can enter without interference. Stay here, because the universe also sends timing signals. Noticing the same minute on the clock repeatedly, receiving messages at meaningful moments. Encountering sequences like 1212, 1010, or 717 when you're reflecting on relationships, and these patterns confirm that alignment is tightening. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another sign is your changing relationship with solitude, feeling grounded instead of lonely, reflective instead of restless. And that emotional stability creates space for partnership energy to grow without dependency. Stay present, because this stage also strengthens your voice, feeling more confident. Expressing thoughts, setting boundaries, and speaking honestly without fear of being misunderstood, and that communication readiness is essential for what's coming next. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may also notice old emotional triggers losing their grip, situations that once caused insecurity, jealousy, or overthinking becoming easier to manage. And that emotional regulation shows you're stepping into maturity. Stay here, because the universe is also preparing your soulmate in parallel. Even if you can't see it, they're experiencing their own awakenings, releasing past attachments, reevaluating priorities, and becoming emotionally available in new ways, and that synchronized growth allows both of you to move toward each other at the same time. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another sign appears through conversations with others. People randomly talking about long-term relationships, destiny, or meaningful connections around you, and those conversations act as mirrors reflecting what's happening internally. Stay present, because this stage is also marked by a quiet sense of knowing, a subtle certainty that something meaningful is approaching without needing proof. and that inner confidence grows stronger the closer alignment becomes. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may feel drawn to clean your space, organize your life, simplify routines, or remove emotional clutter, and that physical preparation mirrors spiritual readiness, making room for new energy to enter. Stay here, because the universe often clears space before introducing something new, both internally and externally. Another sign is increased curiosity about growth, learning, or spiritual awareness, and that curiosity aligns your vibration with higher-level connection. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. All these signals aren't meant to overwhelm you, they're meant to wake you gently, helping you recognize when your soulmate's energy is moving closer to your reality. Don't scroll, because here's the deeper truth, awareness accelerates alignment. When you become conscious of these signs, you begin cooperating with divine timing instead of resisting it. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe responds to your presence, your openness, and your emotional readiness by opening doors that once felt closed. Stay present, because the next phase involves visible movement, real-world interaction, and noticeable changes in behavior, and Part 4 will reveal how to respond when your soulmate finally takes that first intentional step toward you. And when it happens, you won't feel confused, you'll feel prepared. Stay right here. Hold your attention steady, because this phase is where energy finally turns into movement, and if you're still reading, it means your awareness is ready to recognize the moment when intention becomes action, and this message is for you, especially if you've felt that subtle change in the atmosphere around your life lately, like something meaningful is approaching without making noise. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. When your soulmate decides to step forward, it rarely arrives as a dramatic confession. It often appears as a shift in presence, a message that carries sincerity, an invitation that feels purposeful, or a conversation that suddenly carries depth instead of surface-level chatter, and the key is not the size of the gesture but the energy behind it. Stay present, because you'll recognize this moment by the emotional tone. There will be steadiness instead of inconsistency, clarity instead of mixed signals, curiosity instead of distraction, and your intuition will quietly say, "This is different, listen to this, your heart needs this right now." How you respond during this stage shapes the direction of the connection, not by performing or impressing, but by showing up grounded, honest, and emotionally present, allowing yourself to be seen without hiding behind old defense patterns. Stay with me, because the universe is guiding you to meet this moment with balance. Not rushing forward out of excitement, not pulling back because of past disappointment, but standing in calm openness paired with self-respect. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Communication becomes especially important here, expressing needs clearly without guilt, sharing thoughts without fear, listening with understanding instead of assumption, and these skills create emotional safety, which is the foundation of lasting connection. Stay present, because vulnerability will surface during this phase, moments where deeper feelings appear, where honesty becomes necessary, where silence carries meaning, and how you handle these moments determines whether trust strengthens or distance grows. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may feel a flutter of nervous energy when this happens, not fear, but anticipation mixed with excitement, and that sensation signals that something meaningful is unfolding. Keep your awareness here, because intuition becomes especially strong now, guiding you when to speak, when to pause, when to lean in, and when to give space, and that inner guidance keeps you aligned with divine timing instead of forcing outcomes. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. External confirmations may appear as well, seeing repeating numbers during meaningful interactions, hearing songs that reflect your emotional state, experiencing synchronicities that mirror your situation, and these signs reassure you that alignment is active. Stay here, because emotional maturity is tested during this stage. Inviting you to choose patience over impulsive reactions, understanding over defensiveness, empathy over assumption, and your ability to respond thoughtfully influences how smoothly the connection continues evolving. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another important element of this phase is maintaining individuality while growing closer, keeping your passions, goals, and personal identity alive while opening your heart to another person, and that balance prevents unhealthy attachment patterns. Stay present, because you may feel drawn to step outside your comfort zone emotionally, sharing truths you once kept inside, allowing someone to see the real you, trusting that vulnerability does not weaken you, it strengthens intimacy. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is also observing how you handle uncertainty during this stage. Whether you remain grounded when things aren't fully defined yet, or allow overthinking to create distance, and your ability to stay centered influences how the relationship continues unfolding. Keep listening, because self-trust becomes essential here, honoring your instincts when something feels aligned, listening to your inner voice when something feels off, and allowing that wisdom to guide your choices instead of external pressure. Stay present, because this phase also prepares you for deeper partnership energy, teaching you how to handle closeness without losing independence, how to communicate openly, and how to create emotional safety without sacrificing authenticity. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may notice your soulmate becoming more expressive, more intentional, more consistent, and those changes reflect internal shifts happening on their side, mirroring your own growth. Stay here, because here's the deeper truth. This moment isn't about proving your worth. It's about allowing connection to unfold naturally without masks, games, or emotional armor, and when you respond with honesty, presence, and emotional awareness, the universe opens the next door effortlessly. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The next stage brings a noticeable shift in energy, where intentions become clearer, direction becomes stronger, and the connection begins forming in tangible ways. And part 5 will reveal how this transformation reshapes both of you emotionally and energetically. And when it happens, you won't just recognize it with your mind, you'll feel it settle into your spirit like truth. Stay with this wave of energy. Let it move through you, because this stage reshapes the way you show up in love, and if you're still here, it means your inner world is adjusting to receive something lasting, and this message is for you, especially if you've noticed your mindset shifting lately, carrying yourself with more certainty, choosing peace over chaos, responding with clarity instead of reaction. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. When the connection begins stabilizing, your identity quietly upgrades. Not by becoming someone else, but by remembering who you truly are, confident, grounded, emotionally aware, and that self-recognition sends a powerful signal into the universe that you're ready for partnership built on equality rather than imbalance. Keep listening, because emotional independence strengthens during this phase, enjoying your own company, feeling complete without constant validation, knowing your worth even when no one is watching, and that wholeness creates space for connection. Without attachment pressure, real love grows best when two fulfilled individuals choose each other freely, not from emptiness. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another transformation happening is your perspective on romance, shifting away from fantasy and toward grounded vision, valuing loyalty, honesty, consistency, and emotional safety over temporary excitement. And that clarity protects you from repeating old cycles. Stay present, because the universe is also refining your daily habits, nudging you to organize your space, manage your time intentionally, nourish your body, and protect your mental peace, and those practical adjustments mirror spiritual readiness, preparing your environment for someone new to enter naturally. Keep your awareness here, because communication style evolves too, becoming more intentional, thoughtful, and authentic, expressing needs without fear, listening with empathy instead of defensiveness, and those skills build emotional security. When connection deepens, listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Emotional resilience strengthens as well, handling stress with more patience, adapting to change with greater grace, staying grounded during uncertainty, and that stability attracts stable partnership energy. Stay here, because discernment sharpens during this phase, becoming more selective about who you allow close, choosing meaningful interactions over shallow attention, protecting your peace instead of entertaining drama, and that protection keeps your emotional space clear for alignment. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is also teaching you how to receive support, not just give it, allowing others to show up for you without guilt, accepting care without immediately feeling the need to prove your worth, and that openness balances energy exchange in relationships. Keep listening, because your soulmate feels these changes energetically, sensing your grounded presence, your emotional maturity, your authentic energy, and that awareness encourages them to move closer with confidence. You may notice their interest becoming more consistent, their communication more purposeful, their actions aligning with their words, and those shifts reflect your internal transformation. Stay present, because honesty becomes easier during this phase, speaking truth calmly, addressing concerns directly, expressing feelings without fear, and that transparency builds trust, which is essential for deeper connection. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Your relationship with fear also changes, old worries about abandonment, rejection, or betrayal losing their grip, not disappearing instantly, but becoming quieter, less controlling, and that emotional freedom allows you to engage with connection without self-sabotage. Keep your awareness here, because intuition strengthens, guiding decisions, helping you sense alignment and misalignment, and that inner guidance becomes a compass when important moments arise. Stay present, because this stage also teaches balance, how to stay emotionally connected without losing individuality, how to share space without sacrificing independence, how to build closeness without creating dependency, and that balance supports healthy growth. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Gratitude may rise naturally, appreciating small moments, quiet conversations, shared laughter, simple peace, and that appreciation lifts your energy, making alignment easier. Keep listening, because this phase isn't about perfection, it's about presence, awareness, emotional grounding, and authenticity attracts authenticity. You don't need to perform or pretend, you only need to be real. Stay present, because your soulmate responds to this realness, feeling safer to approach, more confident to express interest, more willing to invest effort, and that mutual readiness creates momentum. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Here's the deeper truth. This transformation is happening because the next stage requires emotional strength, clarity, and stability, and the universe never brings two paths together at full alignment without preparing both sides first. Keep your awareness here, because you're not being changed to impress anyone, you're being refined to receive something meaningful without fear, and the more you embody this growth, the more the connection shifts from subtle energy into real-world movement. Stay with me, because the next phase reveals how this inner transformation triggers visible actions from your soulmate, how preparation turns into effort, how intention becomes consistency, and how divine timing confirms alignment through tangible experiences. And part 6 will show you exactly what to watch for when that shift begins. And when it happens, you won't need explanation. You'll feel it settle into your spirit like recognition. Stay grounded in this moment. Let your awareness settle into what's unfolding, because this phase carries momentum, and if you're still here, it means your inner guidance is preparing you to recognize the movement when it arrives, and this message is for you, especially if you felt life gently nudging you forward lately, opening doors you didn't knock on, shifting routines without warning, creating opportunities that feel oddly well-timed. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now, when inner growth reaches maturity. The outer world begins responding in subtle but powerful ways, not through chaos, but through alignment, paths crossing naturally, conversations happening at the right moment, circumstances rearranging themselves so connection can form without force. You may notice your soulmate becoming more present in your awareness, not just emotionally, but through interaction, shared environments, or moments where your lives briefly overlap, and these intersections are not coincidence, they are the universe translating energy into experience. Stay present, because you might also feel inspired to prepare your life in practical ways, organizing your home, adjusting daily habits, simplifying commitments, creating space for new experiences, and that preparation reflects your spirit responding to incoming connection. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Timing begins synchronizing on both sides. Emotional readiness matching availability, schedules aligning, opportunities appearing at just the right moment, and when synchronization happens, progress feels effortless instead of forced. You may sense a stronger urge to communicate honestly, to express thoughts clearly, to speak from the heart without rehearsing every word, and that openness creates a bridge between two people moving toward the same direction. Stay here, because the universe often confirms this stage with meaningful coincidences, repeated sequences appearing during important moments, chance encounters that feel purposeful, conversations that mirror your inner reflections, and these signs reassure you that alignment is active. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Emotional harmony may also strengthen, interactions flowing easier, understanding developing without long explanations, comfort increasing even in silence, and that ease forms the foundation of something lasting. Stay present, because grounding becomes essential during this phase, not letting excitement pull you too far ahead or doubt drag you backward, but staying centered, calm, and emotionally steady, because balanced energy attracts stable outcomes. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may encounter small challenges during this period, situations that test patience, communication, or emotional regulation, and these moments are not setbacks, they are preparation, strengthening your ability to navigate deeper partnership dynamics with maturity and awareness. Keep going, because momentum does not always appear dramatic. Sometimes it feels quiet yet consistent, like a steady current guiding you forward, and that steady movement often carries more power than sudden change. You may sense a growing inevitability, like something is aligning whether you try to control it or not, and that feeling is your intuition recognizing divine timing in motion. Stay present, because symbolic confirmations may increase. Hearing certain phrases repeated, encountering imagery connected to unity or partnership, receiving messages at the exact moment you needed reassurance, and these signs remind you that you're supported. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. trust becomes central during this phase, trusting your inner guidance when it nudges you toward certain actions or away from distractions, trusting the process even when outcomes aren't fully visible yet, trusting yourself to handle what's coming with emotional maturity, and that trust allows alignment to flow freely. Keep listening, because emotional weight from the past may begin lifting, old disappointments losing intensity, memories carrying less charge, attention shifting toward possibility instead of regret, and that emotional release creates space for new experiences to enter. Stay here, because clarity about direction may increase, understanding what you want, what you value, what kind of connection aligns with your future vision, and that clarity guides your choices without confusion. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. Awareness of energy exchange becomes stronger, noticing which interactions nourish you and which drain you, choosing to invest time and attention wisely, protecting emotional space so alignment can unfold without interference. Stay present, because your soulmate is responding as well, becoming more intentional, more consistent, more expressive in ways that reflect internal decisions being made, and those responses signal that alignment is becoming mutual. Keep listening, because this stage is not about rushing toward outcomes, it's about allowing movement to unfold naturally while remaining emotionally prepared, grounded, and open, and when you stay balanced, the universe can guide you more smoothly toward the next step. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. Momentum doesn't begin when you force change, it begins when you align with growth, awareness, and emotional readiness, and you've been doing this work quietly for longer then you realize. Stay present, because everything shifting around you now is responding to the inner transformation you've already completed, and as this movement continues building, it leads directly into a defining moment, a conversation, a decision, or an experience that marks the next chapter of this connection. Keep your awareness here, because Part 7 will reveal how to recognize that turning point when it arrives and how to respond in a way that keeps alignment flowing smoothly, and when that moment happens, you won't feel lost, you'll feel steady, centered, and prepared to step forward. Stay right here. Let your awareness rest in this space, because what you're approaching now is a turning threshold, and if you're still present, it means your spirit is already sensing the shift before your mind fully understands it, and this message is for you, especially if you've felt that quiet anticipation lately, like the air is charged with possibility and something meaningful is preparing to reveal itself. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. This stage doesn't arrive with fireworks or noise, it comes softly, through moments that feel simple on the surface yet powerful underneath, a conversation that suddenly carries emotional weight, a message that feels intentional instead of casual, a look that lingers with understanding, and these moments signal that preparation is transforming into connection. Stay grounded, because your soulmate may begin opening up in new ways, sharing personal experiences, expressing long-term thoughts, revealing dreams they rarely speak about, and that vulnerability reflects inner readiness. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. Your role in this phase isn't to impress or perform, it's to be present, honest, and emotionally available, responding with warmth instead of fear, openness instead of guardedness, because authenticity creates trust, and trust allows the bond to deepen naturally. Keep your awareness steady, because balance becomes essential here. Not rushing forward driven by excitement, not retreating due to past hurt, but remaining centered in self-respect while allowing closeness to develop. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. Communication carries greater importance during this stage, expressing feelings clearly without guilt, sharing boundaries calmly without defensiveness, listening with curiosity instead of assumption, and these skills shape how the relationship evolves from this point forward. Stay present. Because vulnerability will appear, moments when emotions rise closer to the surface, when honesty becomes necessary, when silence holds meaning, and how you navigate these moments determines whether the connection strengthens or stalls. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may feel a gentle nervous energy during this time, not fear, but anticipation mixed with excitement, and that sensation signals that something meaningful is unfolding. Keep your awareness here, because intuition becomes especially active now, guiding when to speak, when to pause, when to lean forward, and when to create space, and that inner guidance helps you move in harmony with divine timing instead of forcing outcomes. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. External confirmations may show up as well, noticing repeating sequences during meaningful exchanges, hearing songs that mirror your emotional state, experiencing synchronicities that reflect your situation. And these signs reassure you that alignment is unfolding. Stay grounded, because emotional maturity is tested during this phase, inviting you to choose patience over impulsive reactions, understanding over defensiveness, empathy over assumption, and your ability to respond thoughtfully influences how smoothly the connection continues evolving. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Another key element of this stage is maintaining individuality while growing closer, keeping your passions, goals, and personal identity alive while opening your heart to someone else, and that balance prevents unhealthy attachment patterns. Stay present, because you may feel drawn to step beyond comfort emotionally, sharing truths you once kept hidden, allowing someone to see your real self, trusting that vulnerability strengthens intimacy rather than weakening it. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The universe is also observing how you handle uncertainty during this stage. Whether you remain centered when things aren't fully defined yet, or allow overthinking to create distance, and your ability to stay grounded influences how the relationship continues unfolding. Keep listening, because self-trust becomes essential here, honoring your instincts when something feels aligned, listening to your inner voice when something feels off, and allowing that wisdom to guide your choices instead of outside pressure. Stay present, because this phase also prepares you for deeper partnership energy, teaching you how to handle closeness without losing independence, how to communicate openly without fear, how to create emotional safety without sacrificing authenticity. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You may notice your soulmate becoming more expressive, more intentional, more consistent, and those changes reflect internal shifts happening on their side, mirroring your own growth and readiness. Stay here, because here's the deeper truth. This turning point isn't about proving your worth. It's about allowing connection to unfold naturally without masks, games, or emotional armor, and when you respond with honesty, presence, and emotional awareness, the universe opens the next door effortlessly. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The next stage brings visible movement, actions reflecting intention, reliability replacing uncertainty, and energy confirming what's been building beneath the surface. And Part 8 will reveal how this outward shift shows up in real life and what signs indicate your soulmate is stepping fully into your reality. And when it happens, you won't feel confused, you'll feel ready, grounded, and aligned with the path unfolding before you. Stay anchored in this moment. Let your awareness expand, because what's unfolding now is the visible expression of everything that has been building quietly behind the scenes, and if you're still here, it means your spirit is prepared to recognize this shift when it arrives, and this message is for you. especially if you've started noticing real-world changes around your connection lately, not just feelings, but behavior, effort, and intentional presence showing up in ways that feel purposeful. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. This phase is where energy becomes action, where intention turns into consistency, where curiosity evolves into commitment-minded behavior, and you may begin seeing your soulmate reaching out more often, making space for you in their schedule, remembering small details about your life, asking deeper questions, and showing genuine interest in your thoughts, dreams, and daily experiences. And these small acts carry powerful meaning because they reflect emotional investment. Stay present, because another sign of this outward shift is inclusion. They may start inviting you into their world, sharing personal stories, introducing you to people who matter to them, letting you see how they live, how they think, how they handle responsibility, and that openness signals emotional walls lowering, not for entertainment, but for connection. Keep listening, because the universe also aligns shared experiences during this stage, creating opportunities for both of you to spend time together in meaningful ways, not just casual interactions, but moments that allow deeper understanding, seeing how each other handles pressure, joy, vulnerability, and everyday life, and these shared experiences build trust without forcing it. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Emotional transparency increases here too, conversations becoming more honest, more heartfelt, less guarded, where both of you feel safer expressing feelings without fear of judgment, and that emotional safety forms the foundation of something real. Stay here, because another noticeable change is balance of effort, no longer one person carrying the connection, no longer uneven energy, but shared participation, mutual interest, reciprocal communication, and when effort becomes equal, stability begins forming. Keep your awareness here, because the universe supports this stage through external alignment. Schedules opening up unexpectedly, timing working in your favor, opportunities appearing that allow closeness to grow naturally, and these synchronicities confirm divine timing is active. You may also notice symbolic confirmations appearing around you, repeating sequences during meaningful moments, familiar songs playing during emotional conversations, or meaningful symbols showing up unexpectedly, and these signs act as reassurance that you're moving in harmony with the path unfolding. Pause and feel the difference, because this phase carries a calmer energy than earlier stages, less confusion, more steadiness, less emotional turbulence, more grounded connection, and that calm is alignment settling into place. Another shift happening now is comfort increasing, being yourself around this person without performing, sharing silence without awkwardness, laughing freely, expressing opinions without fear, and that comfort reflects real compatibility rather than surface attraction. Stay present, because practical conversations may begin surfacing too, discussions about values, goals, lifestyle preferences, and future direction, not heavy or forced, but natural exchanges that build clarity, and these conversations are how emotional alignment becomes real-world structure. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. Emotional support becomes more visible during this phase, checking in when you're tired, offering encouragement when you feel unsure, celebrating your wins, showing care when something feels heavy, and that support reflects partnership. Energy awakening. Keep listening, because this stage also teaches both of you how to handle challenges together, learning to communicate through misunderstandings, resolving tension with maturity, choosing cooperation over conflict, and these skills strengthen the foundation. Notice how your reactions may be evolving too, responding with patience instead of impulsive emotion, choosing calm instead of defensiveness. approaching differences with understanding instead of judgment, and that growth is part of the alignment process. The universe isn't only bringing someone closer, it's shaping both of you into partners capable of sustaining connection. Stay present, because your sense of emotional security may increase during this stage, feeling less anxious about where things are headed, more trusting of the process, more comfortable allowing the relationship to unfold naturally, and that trust removes resistance, allowing momentum to continue. Keep listening, because gratitude often rises during this phase. Appreciation for small moments, quiet conversations, shared laughter, simple presence, and that gratitude strengthens your energy, making alignment even stronger. Stay here, because this stage isn't the final destination, it's the bridge between preparation and deeper commitment, and how you show up now matters. Staying authentic, emotionally available, grounded, and respectful allows the connection to continue evolving smoothly. Listen to this, your heart needs this. Right now, the universe is observing your willingness to remain open without losing self-respect, to receive without fear, to participate without forcing outcomes, and when you hold that balance, the next shift unfolds naturally. Keep your awareness open, because the following phase brings emotional deepening and decisive movement, where intentions become unmistakable, direction becomes clear, and the idea of forever stops feeling distant and starts feeling real, and Part 9 will reveal how to recognize when that deeper commitment energy activates and what signs show your soulmate is ready to step fully into a lasting future with you. And when that moment arrives, you won't need validation, you'll feel it settle into your soul like truth. Stay right here. Let this moment settle into your spirit, because this phase carries commitment energy, and if you're still present, it means your heart is ready to recognize when intention transforms into lasting direction, and this message is for you, especially if you felt a deeper seriousness rising within your connection lately. Not pressure, but purpose, like something meaningful is taking shape beneath the surface. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. This stage is marked by emotional anchoring, where feelings stop drifting and begin grounding into reality. You may notice your soulmate expressing themselves more openly, sharing long-term thoughts, talking about future ideas, opening up about values, fears, and hopes, and that openness is not casual conversation, it's emotional investment forming roots. Stay present, because you may feel your own honesty expanding too, finding it easier to speak your truth calmly, express affection without hesitation, communicate needs without guilt, and that mutual openness creates emotional safety, which is the foundation of anything built to last. Pause and feel this shift, because the universe does not rush this stage, it allows depth to develop slowly, letting trust grow stronger instead of fragile. Another sign of this phase is shared emotional presence, conversations feeling richer, silence becoming comfortable instead of awkward, eye contact carrying understanding instead of distraction, and these subtle details reveal intimacy developing. Keep listening, because appreciation begins rising naturally here, noticing each other's effort, valuing consistency, acknowledging support, and that gratitude strengthens stability. You may also sense protective care emerging, not control, but genuine concern, checking in on each other's well-being, offering encouragement during stressful moments, showing attentiveness when something feels off. And that instinct reflects partnership energy awakening. Stay grounded, because emotional synchronization increases during this phase, moods aligning more easily, understanding coming without long explanations, empathy deepening, and this harmony makes communication smoother. Another shift you may notice is how challenges are handled. Instead of avoidance or escalation,